Blackstone Audiobooks presents Spinsters in Jeopardy by Ngaio Marsh. Prologue. Without moving his head, Ricky slewed his eyes round until he was able to look slantways at the back of his mother's easel. "I'm getting pretty bored, however," he announced. "Stick it a bit longer, darling, I implore you, and look at Daddy." "Well, because it's just about as boring a thing as a person can have to do, isn't it, Daddy?"
"When I did it," said his father, "I was allowed to look at your mamma, so I wasn't bored. But as there are degrees of boredom," he continued, "so there are different kind of bores. You might almost say there are recognisable schools."
"To which school," said his wife, stepping back from her easel, "would you say Mr. Garble belonged? Ricky, look at Daddy for 5 minutes more, and then I promise we'll stop."
Ricky sighed ostentatiously and contemplated his father. "Well, as far as we know him," Alan said, "to the epistolary school. There, he's a classic. In person, he's undoubtedly the sort of bore that shows you things you don't want to see. Snapshots in envelopes, barren conservatories, newspaper cuttings. He's relentless in this. I think he carries things on his person and puts them in front of you without giving you the smallest clue about what you're meant to say. You're moving, Ricky."
"Isn't it 5 minutes yet?"
"No, and it never will be if you fidget. How long is it, Troy, since you first heard from Mr. Garble?"
"About 18 months. He wrote for Christmas. All told, I've had 6 letters and 5 postcards from Mr. Garble. This last arrived this morning. That's what put him into my head." "Daddy, who is Mr. Garble?"
"One of Mummy's admirers. He lives in the Maritime Alps and writes love letters to her."
"Why?"
"He says it's because he's her third cousin once removed, but I know better."
"What do you know better?"
With a spare paintbrush clenched between her teeth, Troy said indistinctly,
"Keep like that, Ricky, darling, I implore you." "OK, tell me properly, Daddy, about Mr. Garble."
"Well, he suddenly wrote to Mummy and said Mummy's great-aunt's daughter was his second cousin, and that he thought Mummy would like to know that he lived at a place called Roqueville in the Maritime Alps. He sent a map of Roqueville, marking the place where the road he lived on ought to be shown but wasn't. And he told Mummy how he didn't go out much or meet many people."
"Pretty dull, however."
"He told her about all the food you can buy there that you can't buy here, and he sent her copies of newspapers with bus timetables marked and messages at the side saying, 'I find this bus convenient and often take it. It leaves the corner by the principal hotel every half hour.' Do you still—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?